Welcome to The Explainer. You know, when a massive artist drops a new track, the internet doesn't just passively react to it, it literally restructures itself around that release. So today, we are going to deconstruct a massive day one digital phenomenon right as it unfolds. We're talking about the anatomy of a trend, specifically Drake's high fives.
Okay, I want you to just look at this single digit for a second because it represents the absolute peak of the digital mountain. Number one. Out of all the content being uploaded, watched, and shared across the United States today, this represents the top normal video trend in the entire region. Securing that number one spot? Well, it's not just about views, it's about velocity. It means the algorithm has recognized an undeniable, surging wave of human attention and just pushed it straight to the very front of the platform.
So what exactly is commanding all of this attention? This subject is Drake's newest drop, and it is absolutely breaking the US internet. We are going to do a forensic breakdown of this trending powerhouse from its very first day of release. And honestly, it's incredibly rare that we get to stop and analyze a cultural moment at the exact moment of ignition like this. By looking at the first 24 hours of a major release, we can totally decode the DNA of a viral hit way before the narrative is completely written. Let's start with the foundation. The official provider description says, music video by Drake performing high fives, copyright 2026 OVO under exclusive license to Republic Records, a division of UMG Recordings Inc. Now, this firmly establishes the cinematic and official footprint of what we're analyzing. This isn't some leaked track or a fan-made edit, right? This is a highly coordinated, heavily backed industry release. The sheer weight of OVO and Republic Records acts as a huge springboard. They're ensuring that when that play button is hit, the global infrastructure is completely there to support a massive, wide audience. Now let's peek under the hood at the essential metadata. The setup here is highly targeted. The channel is DrakeVEVO, which is a verified hub for premium music content. The keywords are kept pretty simple: Drake, OVO, and Republic. But you know what the most vital piece of metadata is here? Time alive, published just 1 day ago. Let that sink in. Everything we're discussing, the rank, the reach, the engagement, this entire digital footprint was established in just 24 hours. All right, let's shift to day one by the numbers and look at the metrics of a hit. The metadata definitely sets the stage, but to really understand how this secured that coveted number one spot, we have to dive into the raw engagement data. Boom! Over 394,200 views. To put that into perspective, that is nearly 400,000 sets of eyes locked onto this video in a single day. That is a massive initial audience, and it tells the recommendation engines that this isn't just a flash in the pan. It's a high retention event that people all across the United States are actively seeking out and watching. But actually, scratch that. Views are really only half the story. The engagement ratio is what turns a highly viewed piece of media into a trending number one hit. Just look at this comparison here. We've got over 21,300 likes compared to over 2,300 comments. This right here is the absolute fuel actively feeding the algorithm. The likes show this broad, immediate approval, right? While those 2,300 plus comments indicate a much deeper level of active engagement. People are literally stopping to discuss, react, or debate. It's this specific cocktail of passive viewing and active participation that launches a trend straight to the top of the charts. So the absolute crucial point for us is, how do we package this trend? What do we actually do with this information? We've analyzed the data, we've seen the velocity, but how do digital marketers, creators, and analysts actually capitalize on this algorithmic wave? Well, when a topic is dominating the internet like this, there's a tremendous opportunity to build adjacent content that rides the momentum of the original release. Okay, here is exactly how you can effectively package this trend for different platforms, based directly on the actionable strategies from our source data. First up, on YouTube, the play is an analytical angle. Create a summary explaining exactly why Drake High Fives is trending in the US right now. That appeals to viewers who are digging for context. Next, over on Facebook, that audience favors really quick consumption. So an infographic highlighting 3 to 5 quick facts behind the video is definitely the way to go. Finally, for Instagram, visual education thrives. Designing a what to know before watching vertical learning card creates highly shareable pre-watch hype. Tailoring your format to the specific platform is exactly how you capture the overflow of a major trend like this. Rank number one. Over 394,000 views. Thousands upon thousands of active engagements. And every single bit of it generated in just 1 day. I mean, the sheer speed of digital culture is absolutely fascinating to watch in real time, isn't it? We've dissected the anatomy of day one, but it leaves us with an incredibly compelling question. With this much momentum right out of the gate, where will these metrics be tomorrow? What happens on day 2
or day 5 or day 30. You're definitely going to want to keep your eyes on the charts because the lifespan of a digital phenomenon is always evolving. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to keep questioning the numbers behind the trends. See you next time.